Well, good afternoon and happy holidays to everybody. It is December 24th, and I have decided to make a video that is not operational related. It's pre-operations, I guess you could call it. What I have noticed over the past years is when I'm watching other layout videos or operations videos, I will frequently see locomotives in various states of disrepair. And if that's the way your system runs, that's great. I have no problem with that. But for me, I have a standard that I like to keep where I'm running trains or my operators are here running trains and things look right. Now, what I mean by that is you have a locomotive that doesn't have to be weathered. That's fine. If you want a clean locomotive, that's great. No problem. But when you have a locomotive that is missing a horn and you're making horn sounds with your sound system, or it's missing handrails completely, or the handrails aren't properly placed in their respective holes to make them look right. These are the kinds of things that just kind of bother me. Now, by no means am I saying that my railroad or my standards are the be all and end all of what everybody should aspire to do. Not at all. I have my standards, everybody else has their standards. But when I look at a layout or I look at an operating session or a video or whatever it may be, if I see all these errors and things that just don't make it look realistic, I kind of think to myself, I'd like to offer some assistance to these layout owners, but I don't want to hurt their feelings or anything like that. So what I decided to do for myself is I created a checklist of things that I do and look for before an operating session. So here is the checklist that I have come up with, and it's very simple to do. And just print them out and stick them on a clipboard. And when you do your preparation for your operating session, it's just so easy to look at this list and say, okay, I need to go down this list. And if all of these things are checked off that they're good, then that locomotive is ready to go. Now on the bottom you see that there's a line for notes. If that engine is not good to go, if it's got broken handrails or broken or missing window glazing, or the coupler is hanging too low, or the handrails are missing, or whatever it may be, you can certainly make notes on this and then take it to your shop track or take it to your workbench and leave this checklist with that locomotive so that when it's time to make some repairs, you can make the repairs. You can certainly adjust this however you want, but this is just a generic list of the things that I believe are important. Make sure that your sound is right. If you're running an EMD, you don't want it to sound like a steam engine, that kind of thing. And as you see on the bottom of the list, dusted. Dust is something that we all have to deal with and we all understand. And unfortunately, it is a gremlin we have to deal with, not only on our equipment, locomotives and freight cars or passenger cars, but it's also something we have to deal with on our track. So, not going to get on a high horse, but if you're going to have an operating session and you want to be a good host, and one of the things that makes operating sessions really successful is to have clean track, clean locomotives that run well. And by clean, I don't mean unweathered. I mean that they're dusted and the windows are clean and, you know, it looks like it's supposed to. That it'll certainly make your layout stand out more. And I've had people notice the weathering that I do and notice the little details as you see the oh heck, right here. You see the little details here, the little thermos. These are the little things that actually pop when it comes to other people coming and seeing your layout for the first time. They go, oh, hey, that's pretty cool. I didn't know you had a cooler on the engine. And for me, the Union Railroad had coolers on all their engines during the time that I'm modeling. So this is just a little tiny detail, just a little thing here and there that's maybe not on the other railroads. And yes, I will admit I am not perfect. I guarantee you that. You see that there is a window visor on the side of the locomotive. Well, Union didn't have those because they needed them as thin as possible or as skinny as possible to go into tight curves and tight areas in steel mills. Well, okay, that's my fault. I could easily take that off, but every once in a while I kind of like looking at a visor and thinking, that's pretty nice. That'll work for me. So as I said, it's not all about me and my standards and what I think everybody should do, because that's just wrong. And but it's just something that I noticed over the years, and maybe something like this might help all of you. And if not, you can tell me, hey, pound sand, no problem. But for me, it works. I have a bunch of happy operators. They seem to like coming over. The track is clean. The wheels are clean. The engines run well. They sound good. And other than the usual operating session gremlins, it works fine. And that's all that matters. So to you and yours, happy holidays. And if I can help you in any way, shape, or form, construct some form of standard for your layout, let me know. I'm more than happy to help. So have a great holiday, everybody, and take care.